A story that changed your life.
Che Yu, Singaporean playwright who wrote Porcelain and A Language of Our Own. David Henry Huang's Golden Child. Carmen Aguirre, Refugee Hotel. Caridad Svitch's adaptation of House of the Spirits. And I will have to stop with Jessica Hagedorn's Dog Eaters.
It's kind of like how every lover you've ever had, they alter you in some irreversible way, and I think it's the same thing for stories. Lolita, Persephone's Myth, Jane Eyre. I grew up with these stories, and I don't think I can choose the ones that I feel have changed me more, because they all have. Free Play, a title with two of my most favorite words, I think.
Kenji Yoshino, his book Covering, which is about the hidden assault on our civil rights here in the United States, is a really provocative and beautifully written book.
I wrote this for you and only you, and it's made up of a series of anonymous poems, and it reminds me why you carry on and why you do the things that you do.
Exit West by Mohsin Hamid, which is the story of two college students, a man and a woman who venture into the world. And it's really quite powerful. It makes you sensorially aware. It allows you to smell the mist, the snow, the colors of night, metaphors, emotions. See, what poetry does is it ignites what's inside of you. It ignites your fire, ignites your heart without having to write a plethora of words. With a sentence, with a phrase, you'll be transported to something so different, so serene, so dark, and so beautiful. Well, I get inspired, and then it goes in different ways.
I think I write dreaming, basically. Sometimes it starts with a sound, an image, an object, a person, a melody, an experience, and then I just let it flow.
Sometimes I have to write it down right away when a flood of inspiration comes in. Sometimes I write an outline. Usually when it's a longer piece. For instance, if it's a play, then I have to write an outline. I have to go through the process. What is the story about? What's the narrative? The beginning, the middle, and end. It always starts out with threes for me. Beginning, middle, and end.
Press blood onto paper in the sense of reaching into your own soul and figuring out what are the parts of it that you're most afraid of confronting, and revealing them to the paper as if it's a familiar friend, you know? Bearing the most vulnerable parts of yourself, because that's the only way the things you write can become alive.
For poetry, it's quite different. It's sensorial. It's what I smell, what I hear, what I taste, what I touch, what I feel, viscerally inside, and texturally.
Why is poetry important? Because sometimes it's the only way to live, because I've personally seen how it has saved a life.
We provide the consciousness of the human spirit.